Hey everyone, Chef Ralph here. Welcome to Chef Ralph's Realm. Today we're doing a new segment or episode. I was able to come by this really neat series of books. So this is The Voice of the Cream Puff, American Cookery, formerly the Boston Cooking School magazine. So I bought a whole set of these. These are from the early 1900s. This one in particular was June, July of 1915. So we're, where are we? That's 110 years old. They have some wonderful graphics in it, horrible recipes, but I'm going to go through some of them, recreate them as to, specs here, and then maybe twist them just a tad to make them a little bit more palatable, so to speak. So this first one that I'm going to do is what I feel has good potential to being a neat summer dish. It is a salmon and green pea salad, so like a salmon salad type of thing. So I have a lot of the ingredients already prepped. I'm not going to show you knife skills or anything like that because this isn't, you can YouTube another show on how to chop or whatever. So we're just going to casually go through these recipes and see if there's anything, good about them. So as I said, this one is like a smoked. I wish it was smoked. Smoked would be really good. So I've got about half a pound of salmon, and it is poached. So boiled, poached. I don't want to use the words interchangeably, but technically, anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to flake it. We're going to remove the skin, and we're just going to not really mash it. We want to keep it a good amount of the structure together because we're going to toss it a few times, and it'll break up a little bit more naturally there. You can remove any of the little gray bits that were close to the skin or not. If it doesn't bother you, then by all means keep it in. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to taste bad. It's just not, a great looking thing. So you can use whatever type of salmon that you want. I would say use fresh. And when I mean type of salmon, you can use, farm raised or wild or coho or Alaskan. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't use frozen because it's not going to poach and flake right. It'll turn more into like a paste, if you will. It's just going to be a little bit harder to work with. But that being said, if you want it more of like a tuna consistency, like a tuna salad consistency, then I would assume that you could use frozen. So, for some reason, French dressing is big in this cookbook. This is just store-bought. I'm not going to mention a brand name because they're all about the same. But this is just store-bought French dressing. That's going to be like your salad binder. I would say let's just go for it then. The ratios are a little sketchy in this book. Doesn't really tell you, not every recipe tells you how much. So, what they say, just measure with your heart. So we're going to go, I'm going to say for this amount of salad, we're going to go about 3, we're going to go 2, 3, we'll go 4 teaspoons because we're going to put green peas in it because why not? And then I have some green peas. You can use frozen. I would prefer not to use canned because the color gets a little weird. So then we're going to just add, again, measure with your heart. You like more peas, add more peas. I'm not a huge pea fan, so I'm going to go 1/4 cup. I don't know, did I mention it before? This is about a half a pound of salmon. So we got a 1/4 cup. And then we'll grab a fork We'll just lightly toss this together. Like I said, it'll break up more within while you're stirring it, so you don't really have to go too crazy breaking it up in the beginning. All right, so then once it's incorporated decently, we'll chill it in the refrigerator. Oh, I had all the ingredients chilled already. Make sure you chill the salmon first, but we'll throw it in the refrigerator just for the time being. If I have room, I don't have room, it's okay. We'll evict something momentarily. All right, so now this is gonna get dressing. What, dressing on top of dressing? Yeah, why not? Listen, any way to impart some flavor is definitely good. So for the dressing on this, we're gonna do some extra virgin olive oil and vinegar. That's going to be your liquid base. So we're going to go about a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, and then we're going to go about a third of a cup of vinegar. The vinegar is subjective. Depends, if you like more, add more. You like less, add less. Then we're going to go salt and pepper. Again, salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to say a good, let's go half a teaspoon of pepper, about half a teaspoon salt. One thing that I've noticed in this magazine is they like to, let me just rinse my hands. They like to run onions through a grater. I guess why chop onions when when you can just run it through a grater? I've actually found that it didn't hit my eyes as much. I guess in 1915 when this recipe came out, if you chopped onions, you were crying. You know, you cry a lot when you cut onions, but I guess in 1915, everybody was crying a lot anyway. So they didn't need to cry anymore while cooking. So a lot of these recipes have just standard grated onion, which, listen, it looks like it's fine. It looks like it works. So we're going to go about a teaspoon. Let's go a heaping teaspoon of the grated onion. And let's also go with a nice heaping teaspoon of fresh chopped chives. And then we're going to mix it. All right, so to plate this, it refers to hearts of lettuce, but it didn't say romaine. So I'm gonna go a little out and do something different. I've got bib lettuce. I think that it'll present a lot nicer. So we're gonna get just, let's go two nice bib hearts. I'm gonna just press it down a little bit. Didn't need that third one. And let's grab our mixture from the refrigerator. All right, so let's put a nice heaping portion in the center. Listen, from something that's 110 years old, I've seen worse offenders. I really have. All right, so then you got your salmon with the lettuce, and then let's drizzle it with this dressing of chives. Okay. Chives, onions, vinegar, and yada, yada, yada. Which brings us to this portion of the episode.
Better than butter at less than half the price. Economy and fine cooking combined by Armour's Salmon Pure Leaf Lard. The reason? Salmon Pure Leaf Lard is made only from the finest leaf fat, tried out in open kettles in the good old way that has never been improved upon. The best shortening for delicate dishes. Taste the quality.
All right, folks, we're back, and now we get to taste the final product. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the day. Armour Lard. So let's just dive in and try this. I'm not a huge salmon fan to begin with. Why did I pick this one? Because it was really like one of the least offensive in this book. So, I don't know the proper way to do this. I'm guessing we're just gonna give it a cut. And we'll get some of the salmon, we'll get some peas, some dressing. This isn't bad. Yeah, I'm going to go back in for a second. So, the peas actually add a little bit more green flavor, a little creaminess. The onions, the raw onions and the chives add a little bit of sharpness. The dressing, the ranch, the thousand French dressing, geez, adds a little sweetness. Lettuce a little crunch. The vinegar, I would say okay. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to process this because this isn't bad. I would modify this a little bit and put it on a menu. Lemon juice. It needs, you get the tang from the vinegar, but it definitely needs a little bit more acid. Just bear with me here. I mean, let me just... This is good. A little bit of lemon. Oh, all right. So, yeah, I would put this. I would put this on a menu today. I would put this on a menu today. Maybe a little fresh green English peas. I mean, you can plus this up, and God, yeah, this has got some good bones to it. All right, color me surprised. All right, I'm gonna, maybe I'll revamp this and do it in another video also, but I guess, you know, for the first video of American Cookery from the Boston Cooking School magazine of 1915, score. This, pretty good. This is pretty good. Anyway, if you like this format of show, comment below, I'll keep making them. Like, subscribe, follow to my channel, and I hope to see you soon. As always, I'm Chef Ralph. This is Chef Ralph's Realm. Have a great day.